So we had this idea for a Gaga pit from some other colleagues that run some camps, and one of them actually said when I went to this other camp, the first thing I installed was Gaga because everybody loves it. And so we started looking around, what is Gaga, how do you play it?
Gaga means hit.
Gaga is a game.
Like dodgeball, but like you have to roll it.
Using like volleyball hits. In a group setting, you can put 20 or 30 people in here and everybody plays at the same time.
It's just really fun, it's different. I think it's awesome!
I was talking at church to this guy named Gary Hawks, who basically invented this surface called EcoTrack. And he was like, hey, rather than putting down concrete, we don't have an excavator. Plus concrete's kind of expensive. We thought about mixing it by hand. So he convinced me not to use that. And he said, why don't you use this EcoTrack that I have? Probably took us 3 or 4 hours with our tractor and bucket just to smooth out the ground where we wanted to put the surface. And then another 2 or 3 hours to lay down the stone that we got to put it underneath as a base. And then we put the EcoTrack down in probably an hour. And then we put the boards on top around the EcoTrack, and it was probably a day's worth of work, and we had this pretty awesome Gaga pit.
During installation, this stuff went down really quick. We just brought it in on a truck bed and pulled it off in sections, and once the gravel was level underneath, it was down. We just put the first piece down, the next piece snapped right in, and you got everything squares right up and it goes right down. There's no question to how you're doing it. It just fits. Everything goes together and it's strong. I mean, it hasn't moved a bit since it's been here.
One of the hardest things about this project was we weren't sure where to put it. And the benefit with EcoTrack is we can just lift it up and put it somewhere else with about a half day's worth of work. So I'm pretty excited about that. It doesn't lock us in. Being at a camp like this, we always sort of hesitate to do anything that will disturb the trees and the forest. Sometimes when you pour concrete, you have to do excavation and bring in trucks, and EcoTrack didn't really require any of that. We just laid it down with some very minor disturbance of the trees. So that's a huge benefit, just some eco-friendliness.
It's maybe like 1.5 inch thick material. It was relatively simple. I think concrete would have been much harder to put down with all the levels of stone we would have had to put down underneath and water drainage we would have to deal with. This one went down so much easier. And when it actually comes down to playing on it and to running around, it is completely non-slip. I mean, you can just slide right on it and you stick, no matter what you're wearing.
Lots of kids wear Crocs, they wear different kinds of sandals. Not everybody has a proper athletic shoe. It has these nice treads. They don't slide around.
It's better because it's not gravel, like rocks that scrape your hand. It's really nice. It has holes on the bottom so when it rains the water goes through, so it's not as slippery as it would be if it didn't have the holes.
To have a harder surface and the ball bounces better and stuff, I think it's just a better surface, especially it's flat so there's not lumps of dirt and stuff, so they're not tripping over them when they're running.
Grips your feet, so you don't fall as easily.
I mean, it gives it a textured surface that's just, it looks professional, it looks awesome. It's definitely something that's a high quality material.
This one's way better than the one at my school because the walls are higher and it's less likely that you can hit the ball out. And at the ground, it doesn't get muddy because at ours, we have rocks and a lot of people actually have gotten hurt on them. So here, it's better and I like it better and I think other people do too.